Don't worry about influencers, simply enjoy the music. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like Coachella. I shit on Coachella. Everybody fucking claps. But when I shit on Burning Man, which is like more pretentious Coachella, and everybody fucking loses their mind. The rains were just God telling the smelliest white people of all time to shower. This is nothing to be alarmed by. Burning Man week here in the Bay Area is the best week of the year. Yeah, all the fucking annoying people leave. What?
What is up, B-Will crew? This is a very highly requested video, and after weeks of investigating, we finally have it for you. Today, we will be exposing Burning Man.
For those who don't know, Burning Man is an annual event held in the Black Rock Desert on the playa. For 1 week, about 80,000 people gather onto the dry lake bed.
Hasan Abi, do they realize the defending it is just solidifying your point about it being pretentious? Oh yeah, 100%. 1,000,000%. Yeah. Like, that's the funniest part, is that like every single person that goes, no, you don't get it. It is like literally a holistic experience. Only solidify my perspective on the matter further. Please help me. Black Rock is tires, investment, or insurance? No, Black Rock is a place, and not the Black Rock.
Building an experimental city known as Black Rock City.
Very sad to see you. Of course, can a guide. Lol, dog, who do you know? More pretentious Coachella? Dog, you have no idea what you're talking about. Of course, can a guide. Very sad to see you take this unforced L, my man. Okay.
Man claims to be the world's largest leave no trace event, but what we found during our investigation may shock you.
Before we jump into the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss another video.
I didn't realize Explore With Us made videos like this and actually explored shit instead of exploring the most awful true crime you've ever seen with their fucking logo, with their watermark right on top of like dead children that were brutally and that were massacred by their parents. You know what I mean? Like that Explore With Us logo of the wolf is like burned into my mind on top of like some of the absolute worst crime scene photography you've ever seen. Burning Man literally has an executive board. I love me, a festival that charges $700 for tickets that don't even provide drinking water, but hey, those sweet salaries of those people who run this festival are not going to pay themselves. Wait, is this for real? No shot. Over 70,000 people are at Burning Man are trapped, sheltering in place, and being told to conserve resources after rain swamp Black Rock City. There's a lot of work to put on the festival. You can't imagine. All of it happens for free $99. Yeah, it's a lot of work to put on the fucking festival when the festival itself is just like, they don't do anything. It's just a slot. They give you a slot.
Also need to make two things very clear before we get started.
All right, we want to make clear we have no problem with people going out to the desert, partying, and having fun. The thing we do have a problem with, though, is the hypocrisy of this event and what we found while researching this video.
We do know there's a segment of burners who are also very upset about what we're about to show you, and we are not painting all burners with the same
chat, get
brush.
ready.
If this video makes you angry at us, you're probably the problem.
Now let's go.
Before we decided to make this video, we made a video covering the town of Gerlach near the location of the burning event. Soon after posting this video, we received an email.
This really sucks. I'm a local who suffers the most, who has a lot to say on this. They destroy the local area for months. The highways are full of beds, abandoned trailer couches. One year, they left the trailer in front of my house. City tried to make me pay for it. I wish locals would talk because we hate it so much. Treat my home like trash.
From Melanie, who was a security guard for the 747 plane left on the playa at the Burning Man event months after it ended last year. This
That's not Black Lives Matter, by the way. That's Bureau of Land Management chatter.
quickly became a point of contention among burners who believed in the leave no trace principle of Burning Man and didn't want the 747 to be there.
In Melanie's email, she sent us an email. She said, also, I am a resident of Gerlach, and everything you have filmed and seen in the town are the workers for Burning Man, not the residents. And yes, they are disgruntled. 80% of them are not paid. They get crappy food,
I don't get it. Guys, it's communal. Yeah, putting up those installations and RVs and shit, like it's a communal lifestyle. It's called living La Vida Loca.
Housing and free alcohol at their own exclusive bar, all to go to the biggest party in the world. If you want the down low on what Burning Man is doing to this town, stay a week here in October when they all leave and see what they leave behind. We headed out to Burning Man 2 days after the event to see if they really are a leave no trace event. Here is what we found.
As we started heading out, we noticed massive amounts of trash along the road. We'll show you a before and after event comparison on screen right now, and as you can see, there's a huge difference. Before was only 2 weeks before the Burning Man event.
This wasn't just one portion of the road, but the entire 75-mile stretch from Wadsworth to the Burning Man event was littered with trash, abandoned trailers, RVs, and more. Just garbage everywhere.
Okay guys, we are almost there. There's Americatown right there, and Burning Man event takes place right over. So we're almost there. We've already seen a ton of freaking trash.
That's right, with a ton of trash along the road.
Okay, I can't take him seriously. I mean, I love watching this channel for like the gruesome murder stuff, but the way they're doing YouTube voice while doing this investigation is like, it's kind of taking me out of it. It's like, what's up, guys? Today we're looking at all the trash piles that they left behind at Burning Man. That's right. These guys are hypocritical. They said leave no trace, but here we are looking at the traces.
So you guys
that they left behind.
Okay, where we're gonna go right now, guys? We're gonna go over on the playa. We're gonna try to go the back road in because we want to see if there's a ton of garbage over there as well. And for those people who are gonna be like, well, you guys should clean it up. Well, watch to the end. You'll see what happens.
Yeah, watch to the end, you guys.
Don't
Let's
forget
go.
to hit and subscribe. Let's go. I think we've seen a lot more trash on our way in than we've ever seen before coming here. A ton of trash. I think when we get out there, I'm hoping I'm wrong, guys. I think we will see a ton of trash also on the playa, but I could be wrong. I'm also wanting to see if the 747 is still there, and we will get into that later.
I think there's probably going to be a lot of trash there because of how much trash we've seen on the road so far. And I'm really interested to see if the plane is still there. And I'm really interested to see if anybody's left anything like bikes and stuff like that. So let's go. Okay, guys, there's been tons of trash on the side of the road. So I think there's also going to be tons of trash on.
Okay, we got it. We got it. There's a lot of trash on the, oh my God. We got it. There's tons of trash on the side of the road. I'm going to fucking lose my mind. I'm hitting the sub button. I promise. Please.
Playa. Let's go and see. So because we've already seen so much trash, I think it's going to be like a lot worse over there the closer we get to the event. So let's go see. Let's go. This is going to get a little sketchy though because we did see a sign saying no entry for event only. So we don't know if they're going to have it blocked over here, but I guess we'll see. And we're also going to stop at the hot springs and see if they trashed it. So let's go again.
Wait.
Woo!
So the event is right behind us. We just came over here. We saw a couple of people who were burners right over there at the hot springs. Not sure if they were dumping their trash. Looks like they could have been. We're not sure.
No, they're doing something sketchy, it looked like. They look a little nervous.
Yeah, when we rolled up, they looked like they were totally not expecting us. So far around here, there's not a lot of trash around here, but one thing I did notice, and I'm not saying this is a correlation in any regards, but there's no animals today. We've seen no animals today.
No, last time, you guys, we saw kit foxes, we saw bighorn sheep, we saw horses, we saw all kinds of animals. Today, nothing.
Yeah, of course, because fucking there was literally, they disrupted the local wildlife. Yeah, no shit.
So far, birds. One thing I want to make clear, guys, is there was a lady who claimed she was out here and she was photographing some of the art installations and she was assaulted.
Guy on his bike came up to our senior bus and attacked me for taking pictures of a piece of art. I'm assuming it was his art. He said it was no photos on. There was nobody here. Pretty sad that Burning Man lets people like this in there. Okay, this video is like as much as I'm here for the Burning Man slander, I do kind of feel like this video is just like piecing together some of the most like irrelevant minutia. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Assaulted.
Yeah, within the past few days.
So we don't know. If someone tries to assault me, I'm gonna assault back. Just want you to know that. So we ain't gonna be punked. We're gonna go out here and we're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna take photos whatever the hell we want to, and we're gonna do whatever we want within. Discovered something disturbing. As we looked into this closer, we found an organization called the Friends of Black Rock High Rock with some interesting connections and beliefs. First of all, one of the Burning Man founders is vice president of this organization, so these two organizations are very intertwined.
Ironically, here's a post from Friend of BlackRock's Facebook page talking about protecting the kit foxes, and then
they like to have their event, and this is one of the things that really bothers me, guys, when I found this, is they're such freaking hypocrites. They're total hypocrites, in my opinion. They're hypocrites. They don't want you doing anything out there. They're trying to control everything you could do out there, but
I can't do this. I like, no disrespect to the Explore With Us guys. You know, I've subscribed to them already. This seems like a really good investigation overall, solid. But I can't get over it. I now no longer hate Burning Man. Okay, Burning Man claims to be strict, no trash left behind. That's why they mention the trash so much. Yeah, of course, 80,000 people in the desert is gonna be trash. Okay, that one is like, it's a given. But it's just like they keep saying they're hypocritical. I get that as well. My ADHD is like breaking my brain. Okay, it's so hard.
And
They find no animals. There's a lot of trash. They pick up the trash. Give me the good shit.
Stinky road.
so many no tracers drive right by the trash. I guess they do it all the way down the whole entire road, huh?
Oh my God.
Clear evidence. Hit fence. Here we have another freaking glove, a rubber glove, guys, and it made it past the fence right there.
Okay, no, we're not doing that. Okay, listening to Hasan struggle to watch this video is so funny. No, I already had the opinion that fucking Burning Man is like ridiculous, kooky, like ruined by billionaires. Okay, all of that shit. What is this? You couldn't pay me to go to Burning Man? What is it?
What's the playa? You don't hear because I'm on the playa. What's the playa, you ask? It's my spiritual home, an elitist and pretentious failed social experiment where us techies and trust fund kids candy flip in orgy tents and eat bluefin tuna that's helicoptered in date. Us burners abide by the 10 principle, which doesn't sound culty at all. In fact, our radical inclusion principle is so radical that it's basically fucking impossible to get tickets unless you're insta-famous or grandfathered by your sugar. And our decommodification principle is essentially code for wellness influencer brand strategy. Now that my crypto empire has crumbled, it's time for me to turn my full attention towards hedonism and radical self-expression, which I'll definitely be blowing up your timeline with for the next 3 weeks. And the word around camp is that Diplo is going to be leading a satanic ritual inside of a giant yoni egg. I can't wait for you to see more photos of me and people that I barely know wearing tons of fur and bonding under the N2C. Well, anyways, it's time for me to go.
You said man fuck Diplo. He probably already has, man. If you go to Burning Man, you probably fucked Diplo. You probably fucked him. You probably sucked him. You don't even know it, but it happened. Okay. It is the most I had sex with Diplo unintentionally ass event of all time. Okay. Straight up. You're not a real burner until your fucking piss is burning because Diplo fucked you and sucked you. Okay. Real burners have their pee burning for a week.
Further explore the cave. I'll see the rest of you untouchables back in the default world next week.
How many cocks you suck till you get the Diplo? You already have. Burning Man is Hodge for white women with dreads. Oh yeah, that's a tweet. I've seen that one. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the problem. First of all, obviously, I am going to be anti-Burning Man because it's one of the radical principles of self-reliance at Burning Man is just never taking a shower, okay? And I hate that anarchist communist shit to begin with, okay? If you've been in this community for long enough, you know I immediately, my smell test immediately goes out of control, okay? It's out of control. As soon as I see a situation like that, and I don't even do that many drugs, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, okay? Because it violates. Bloom once ate someone's butt on stage at Burning Man. Yeah, his girlfriends, who actually I'm a Instagram moot with, I remember at the time, posted about it. Isn't Coachella just as douchey? Yes. Coachella is just as douchey. The only difference between Burning Man and Coachella is that Coachella is like very much an event organized for douchebags, myself included, but it doesn't like Coachella is never sold as like this holistic, spiritual, life-changing experience. It's just like McDonald's music in the desert. You know what I mean? Sponsored out the fucking wazoo. It's just a music festival, just like every other fucking music festival. It's just not super specific to like electronic dance music, like the Daisy Carnival or whatever the fuck it is, or Ultra Winter Music Conference. That's the only difference. Is like Coachella is very much a music festival they put out. And everybody understands that it's like Coachella is a music festival for top 50 artists. Exactly. Whereas Burning Man, on the other hand, is like a spiritual experience where you get to do ayahuasca next to Elizabeth Holmes. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. My mom.
You sign up 20. So I'm actually wearing a top that's a bit different than mine. And today I have construction going on in my home. Rather, yes, about that later. It has taken me on a journey. I have desert. I have seen the rain, and it is getting your kid. I have a lot to say.
Elizabeth Holmes with the Burning Man torched an effigy for Theranos, then spent 6 months living in an RV while prosecutors built a case against her for fraudulent business practices.
Explain otherwise about that topic. But suffice to say for now, we're in ye old office, which left short little bike ride away from my. And today we're going to be talking about something you maybe expect to talk about on this channel, which is Burning Man. Now, I have to just share a really fun fact about me that you may never have been able to guess channel, which is that I know multiple couples married at man. It's the worst fact about me. I don't like it any more than you do. It constantly makes me question every choice I've made in this life. But I have seen multiple couples in all of their culturally appropriative garb, standing in that desert, doing a hand fasting on Molly. Yeah, and actually one of them's already separated, so it goes to show. But anyway, yeah, Burning Man is like, although I used to go to some festivals. I wasn't a festie, but I did go to some festivals. A guy that like,
wasn't Ryan Grimm married there? I heard he went for his for honeymoon.
But I was never a Burning Man girly, but it has been very peripherally present in my life. And actually an even funner fact is that the litter that we adopted Mona from, the people that we adopted her from, they gave the
Okay.
But before we dive into the nuances of Burning Man, especially as it
I like this channel, but I want to get to the meat of it.
Ecological impact. Let's talk first about what is Burning Man. No. To explain it simply, Burning Man is a temporary city that pops up every year at Black Rock City, an unincorporated spot in the desert of Nevada, and about 80,000 people are attend. And here is a deeper, if somewhat pretentious explanation from an insider article. Coachella is a fest. Ultra is a fest. Tomorrowland is a fest. Burning Man is on.
Yeah.
More specifically, it's a temporary metropolis.
Yeah, how are you gonna fucking sit here and tell me that this is like the same as Coachella? Coachella is pretentious. Everybody knows it's pretentious. Coachella doesn't hide that it's pretentious. It's like the top of the hour ad break. Everybody knows it's coming, okay? Same with Ultra. It's for fucking douchebags, okay? Same with EDC, sure. But Burning Man, on the other hand, is like it's an event, unlike the top of the hour ad break that everybody knows is coming and can actually do radical self-reliance against and subscribe for $5 or for free or with the Twitch Prime or by communal organization, get a gifted sub if they're lucky. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Hasan, you definitely used to be an Ultra guy. No, I mean, I've been to Ultra. I've never been a festival guy, chat. You're not. Like, I've been to a fuck ton of festivals, but I've never been a festival guy. I don't like.
Dedicated to art, self-expression, and self-reliance, according to the Burning Man Organized website, which is a little long-winded, so you can see why some people resort to saying fest. But the term festival implies that this is a show
Koe Noroto version. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs.
put on by one group, joined by another, and this is not the case. At the Burn, as it's oftentimes called, everyone is expected to participate. Participation is one of the 10 Burning Man, a set of guidelines created by co-founder Larry Harvey that reflects the heart of the event, whether it's by volunteer.
I'm sorry, I ain't going to nothing that's run by a dude with that hat.
Guidelines created by co-founder.
Okay? Are you joking, man? You see that hat and you're like, oh, fuck no. Get the fuck out of here. I'll be radically seeing myself not at this event, okay?
Larry Harvey that reflects the heart of the event, whether it's by volunteering at a camp, making some kind of art, sharing a gift or not.
Point is, it's very pretentious. It's just like incredibly fucking smelly.
Burning Man suggests many ways apart. And the COVID of it all, there was an unofficial Burning Man in 2020 and 2021, but this was the first year the event was officially back. Now, if you look at some of the post-Burning Man TikTok, and it's all post because there actually is no internet connection, is probably for the best. You will admittedly see pretty cool structures and art cars, but a huge focus of what you'll find on see some pretty cool structures.
Like, my friend did one of these installations. A friend of mine who I had to go to Art Basel in Miami for to do like a piece on it for the Young Turks, talking about like art theft, or not art theft, sorry, how art is a vehicle for tax evasion. And I didn't have a lot of money back then, so I had to stay at my friend's warehouse, a college friend of mine who, you're saying Omegalo Art Basel, but like the reason why I went was, to do work, okay? And when I went there and did work there, I was literally, I had to fucking sleep in a goddamn warehouse where these dudes were all awake the entire time because they were like, one, making one monument for Art Basel specifically, and that the Art Basel monuments they were taking, I think they were going to take the Burning Man afterwards, or they had taken the Burning Man. I don't know what the timeline looks like. And it was some of the worst experiences of my life. I had to sleep on a cot where people were doing drugs 24/7. I had to like put headphones in to like hope that I could sleep with like an eye mask and shit like that. It was awful. I had to fucking women are my favorite guy. Anyway, umarım o kızın çekici olduğunu ve kendi ülkemde bir düğün ayarlayacağımı anlarsın. What? This guy just hornily said he loves this redhead woman and he will one day. He said, I'm speaking in a secret message because I hope no one understands what I'm saying. That redhead girl is beautiful, and one day I will arrange a wedding in my country.
And art cars, but
yeah, there's like cool shit like this as well, for sure. Okay, admittedly.
A huge focus of what you'll find on any of those hashtags is going to be around the partying aspect, not unlike most fests. You're also theoretically supposed to ask people permission to film them at Burning Man. Not happen. Let's just take a brief tour through this land. There is also, as I mentioned, a healthy dose of cultural appropriation, as to aptly put it, a bunch of rich white and poverty. Now, here's the thing.
That's what they mean. I thought they were going to say, like, they're wearing fucking indigenous garb or something. I was like, yeah, of course they are. It's the most, like, that is probably the most expected, least offensive aspect of the appropriation. You know what I mean?
I myself, knowing a fair amount of Burning people, know that not all of them are ultra wealthy, although many of them are, and one of the ones that got married, the son of, like, literally the 9th richest man in Europe. So do the math. And some people, as with other festivals, do scrimp and save and tighten their budget in basically every other area of their life to dedicate most of their financial flex to Burning Man, which is totally their choice. It's no different from someone who saves up a lot for other lavish travel or really expensive clothing or whatever happens to be their personal outlet. But it should be noted that for those who would want to consider Burning an inclusive event from an economic standpoint, we should probably discuss how much it actually costs. In 1992, the first year Burning Man was a ticketed event, tickets were $25. Using an inflation calculator, that would be a little more than $50 new money.
Like, this absolutely makes a little bit more sense, right? Like, that is like, it's in the middle of the fucking desert. You're not like actually doing anything. You know what I mean? You're like, there's art installations they build in the desert. They take it down. It's whatever. Okay. Maybe in its inception, it was intended to be something entirely different. Whereas now it's like, I mean, come on, you get a fucking lot for like $600, $700 or $7,000 if you have an RV, and they haven't really like done anything different. It's still the fucking desert. Also, here it is. I just walked 5 miles in the mud out of Burning Man with Chris Rock and a fan picked this up.